So I got this magnet here. I finally got the dipstick out of that transmission, and I don't feel the dipstick. So I'm thinking that the dipstick is probably in the oil pan, if it's anywhere. Let me see if I can get this in here. I doubt that it's going to go in, but we'll give it a shot. I hope I don't have to take the transmission out. I really fucking do. If I have to take the tranny out of this, we're going to be fucked. Really, really fucked. And that's not going to work. So, okay, step number 2 is we're going to have to take the pan off and go from there. Do you see the deal when you restore these old cars? It starts out with pennies. I've already spent now everything that I purchased yesterday, the transmission stuff and a tune-up kit, $245. 245 bucks. The air cleaner was, what was that, $60, and then I got something else that was 50 bucks, and I had to get this other thing that was 10. So yeah, we're already up $500 here. 500 bucks, and we don't even have it running yet. And you want to restore a fucking car. Okay, rear springs, shocks, brake lines, brakes. We need a fucking all. We need everything on this fucking car. Rotted trunk floor, gas tank, everything. Needs everything. Alright, now that we got the car jacked up flush, let's see if we can get this drain plug off. And that's pretty cool that this transmission actually has a drain plug on it. There it is. Make sure this is lined up. There we go. Okay, look at that. Brand new fluid, guys. Brand fucking new. Look at that shit. And now I gotta take it all out. Fuck. There's about 20 fucking dollars. That's what cost 50 bucks. That was what was $60. The fucking transmission fluid. And then we're going to start taking all these bolts off, and we're going to start over here. Oh, you motherfucker. Did you see that? Fucking bitch. Look what I just found. Look what I just fucking found. Huh? Do you see that? Look at that. Broke off right fucking there. Fucking bitch. What a mess, huh? What a fucking mess. Okay. Alright, now there's that. We got our valve here. This is our air valve for our shifter. That's disconnected. That's not even hooked up. Okay, let me get that cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and change the situation around, and we'll get her done. And you want to restore an old fucking car. I got $500 in it already. We're going to see how much money we put in this thing. 500 bucks, people. 5. Don't tell Minnie the body shop girl. She doesn't know. this out. Get past that fucking exhaust. Damn it. It's all fucking in here. Shit. Fucking bitch. It gets that fucking far, and it won't go any farther. We don't even need it. Oh, we just want it back. Fuck, man. Fucking bitch. Fucker. Alright, I think I got it out of the way. I got this balanced right. With the tranny. Come out of here, fucker. Pin on each side. Get off. God, fucking exhaust is like right in the fucking way, man. So I'm almost tempted to cut the fucking tranny lines off. That's what I'm almost tempted to do. You can already see putting these things back on is gonna be a bitch. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna cut these lines off right here. That's what I'm gonna do. Get rid of all this shit here. Oh God, look at this. Look at this fucking mess. Fuck. Okay. There, bitch. There. Oh, fuck. Motherfucker. Alright, come on, bitch. Come on. Getting this awesome, bitch. God. There we go. Okay, there's the speedometer cable. Now let's get this tranny off of here so we can get it out of here. Fucking bitch. Fucker. Damn it. Okay, that's alright. Put it on the cardboard like that. What a bitch, huh, people? Transmissions are a bitch. Any way you look at it. Fucking bitch. Okay. So we pull the leaky transmission out of the fucking car and look what happens. Look at this, huh? Now, the radiator decides it wants to leak. What a fucking bitch, man. What a fucking joke. Just fucking bam, 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 bam. And this is what you call a domino effect, right there. What a mess, man. What a fucking mess. Wait till you see this thing, you're not gonna believe it. It's fucked up. Now we can start cleaning this thing off, get it ready to take over to the tranny shop, and let him take care of it. Motherfucker. What a fucking bitch. Oh, God. Well, after an hour and a half, 2 hours of using industrial strength oven cleaner, scrapers, pressure washers, and everything else, got the transmission clean. Now when you use oven cleaner on it, oven cleaner works pretty good. So thank God this is an aluminum, not a cast iron, because that thing would have weighed 300 more pounds. But we're ready to take this over to Brad, the transmission guy, and have him go through it
and do what he's got to do to fix it. Now, I've already got all of the seals. I bought a complete seal kit for it, and a new oil pan, gasket, and filter, even though we just changed them. And for another $200, he said, well, why don't you just let me go through the whole thing? So I'm going to go ahead and let him he's probably going to replace the band. He said he won't replace it if it doesn't need it, but we'll see. So there you go. That's the big Power Glide 2-speed transmission right there. Power Glide.
Easier.
So you cleaned the tranny again? Wow, look at this. So how did that seal kit work out, bud?
Worked pretty good. I got a rebuild kit for it too, so.
So you got a whole you had to rebuild the whole thing, huh?
Yeah, I figured why right there.
And then we got the
dipstick tube O-ring converter.
Okay, this is for a dipstick.
Yep.
Okay, and then so is that gonna stay in there?
Yeah, I got it wired. So
right. How was the torque converter on that, Brad?
It seemed to be okay.
So our main concern when I initially brought it was the shifter bushing inside here.
Yeah, I got a new seal.
So we put all those brand new seals I gave you?
Yep.
And then what about all this stuff in here, all that stuff I gave you?
New seal, new bushing, new seal, new bushing.
So did you use all them parts that I gave you?
Yep.
Okay, because we had that brass bushing thing.
Yeah, that was the rear seal, or the rear bushing.
Okay, I thought that was up here, so that wasn't up here in the pump.
No, the pump bushing was.
Because I bought a whole brand new pump kit for that thing and stuff.
Yep.
So what kind of parts did you replace in it? You were showing me this over here. What do we got? What is this?
The clutches, you can see where these blew apart when I was blowing them off.
Really? So this is it, huh?
Yeah.
Let me see.
And then...
What about the band?
The band looked good.
So the band is still good, but look at that. Wow.
Yeah. You can see where those just...
So this thing wouldn't have lasted long at all, huh?
No. And then these are your high clutches, and you can see where they're just starting to...
This is for first gear? Or what do you mean high?
Second gear would be
okay,
high.
Second. So this is reverse and first, or?
Yep, reverse and first.
Okay, all right. I was getting a lot of quotes on this transmission, and people were telling me that it costs a lot of money to rebuild these because they're antiques. And I said, well, these old antique ones are easier than building the brand new 8-speeds. Is that true?
They're easier to build than
exactly.
8-speed. Yeah.
So then I called this one shop, and they gave me your number and said, well, call Brad over there because Brad's going to treat you fair. Brad's the guy to talk to, bud. So I called you on the phone. You said, bring it over. And I got all the parts. I ordered all the parts, but I guess you could have got them too, right?
Yep, I could have.
But I think I ordered them before I talked to you. And now we're at the point that we got a brand new transmission for it. And I guess the tranny's going to work out good. Is that right, Brad?
Yep, it should work great.
Okay, so you're in Grand Junction, Colorado. Now, is there a lot of people out here that know you? Are you pretty well known?
A little bit.
How long you been in business, bud?
Been doing this for other shops for about 30 years.
30 years.
Yep.
So you don't really do personal vehicles? You do it for other shops or what?
Mainly just my clientele.
Okay.
And what people send.
Well, we're going to try to get you more business. How about that, Brad?
All right.
Okay. Because we're right here in Grand Junction, Colorado. And I'm in Moab, Utah, and guess what? Nobody out there rebuilds transmissions. All right, Brad, well, listen here. I got you paid off. You did a beautiful job on it. You were about half price from everybody else.
Cool.
You understand what I'm saying? And I appreciate all your help. Now, the vent's good. What about the, where's our transmission gear? Here we are, right here. Let's see. Over here. You replaced all that brand new? I gave you all that parts?
Yep, that's new.
What about the gear in there? Was the gear good?
Yeah, the gear seemed pretty good.
decided to go ahead and pull the engine out of the Chevelle and put it on an engine stand. So I went to Harbor Freight and I bought an engine stand, and to my surprise that engine stand was $100. I was really shocked. But to put it on the engine stand, we got a busted bolt right here. Now this is the 327 out of our 66 Chevelle, and it does run. It's a running engine. It seems like it's a strong engine. I really don't know. I had it running. It went in gear, this, that, and the other. It didn't smoke. It didn't burn oil. You can see it's solid. So I got to get this stud that broke out of here, and we're going to have to use an easy out to do that with. Okay, here's our easy out. So we're going to take our easy out and we're going to screw that in there. And I noticed when I was drilling that, it screwed the threads in. So I got my cutting torch here. I was going to heat that metal up, but I don't think we're going to have to. Okay. So what we're going to do is, that's not actually coming out properly. Wow. Well, we got a little problem. Our easy out didn't work on that, so we're going to go ahead and just drill this out and tap it. Okay, so now we're at the end of it. So what we can do now, we can go ahead and take our tap and make sure that we got the right tap. Okay, so we do have the right tap. So now what we can do is we can tap this out to re-thread it so we can reuse it. Alright, so we got that cleaned out. So what I'll do now is I'll get the engine on the stand. We'll get this engine on the engine stand, and then we're going to go take a walk around the car and see what my friend Pete's done to it. I went ahead and took the Quadrajet carburetor off, which I won't be putting back on there. Speaking of carburetors, I got on eBay looking for a Edelbrock 1406. That's a exact replacement to the factory carburetor that it had on it. And when I got on there, I saw a price for $150 for a brand new one. And I didn't read the ad properly. What the ad said, it said for Edelbrock carburetor. It didn't say Edelbrock carburetor, it said for Edelbrock carburetor. So it took me a couple days to figure out, when I went back to look at the ad, that it was misleading. It's not a Edelbrock carburetor, it's a Chinese knockoff carburetor. So then I started researching and researching more, and I actually found the same carburetor, which is a Chinese knockoff, all the way down to $139 with a 10-year warranty. Now, how they could put a 10-year warranty on it and actually warranty that carburetor and provide the warranty for it for 10 years is beyond my imagination. And then I also noticed that all these carburetors that are made in China, they're all based in California. I don't believe it. I think they're coming from China as they're being ordered. And then it said that you can get this carburetor in 4 or 5 days. I don't believe that either. Chinese knockoff. Now, let me go ahead and tell you the rest of the story. The Edelbrock carburetor, the 1406 Edelbrock carburetor, is almost $500 for that carburetor. So I started researching it even more on the Chinese-made carburetors, and most of these sites on eBay that are selling these carburetors, these 600 CFM Edelbrocks, have hundreds of them sold. They're selling them so quick they can't keep them on the shelves. When you get on there, it tells you how many sold, how many are available, this, that, and the other. When you get on the $500 Edelbrock carburetor, none of them have sold. This is a good example that China has taken the American product, copycatted it to the exact precise specifications, you might say, and are selling these as brand new carburetors, which are knockoffs. So I'm asking myself, should I take the chance of getting the Chinese knockoff and cross my fingers that it works? Because even in the pictures that you look at, it even comes with an extra set of jets. Why? Why would it have jets? And we don't even know if it lines up properly with the manifold that we got. So once again, it had a quadrajet carburetor on it, which is right there, and you can see that it was used and abused very strongly. This does not have an electric choke. It is a vacuum choke that runs off the exhaust manifold. But this is the carburetor that was on the car, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't really want to put this back on there. This isn't really designed and made for that car, and I think somebody just put it on there just to get it running. And then we come over here, and you can see that we went ahead and pulled the whole front clip off of the vehicle. We're going to go ahead and dismantle that, sandblast it, and refinish it where it's all brand new inside. You can see we got surface rust on the fenders. That's pretty common. But if you look really close, the fenders aren't really that bad. This one here is in really good shape. This fender's been replaced. This is not the factory fender. And it was actually stripped down to bare metal on the outside, but you can see on the inside that it's a totally different color than this fender over here, which is factory. The radiator, it's going to have to be replaced. Same deal on the radiator, made in China. I actually asked a few questions on some of them radiators on eBay. I can get a 3-core radiator, which that's what I'm going to put in here. I'm not going to put the 4-core, I'll get a 3-core. But it's designed for our car, and it was $148, which I thought was pretty reasonable and cheap. And then behind the pressure washer is our hood, which we will be using this hood. We're going to go ahead and weld all this up and get it back into usage. I don't think there's that much wrong with this hood. We got some holes where they drilled them out in the wrong place for hood pins. And then down here we got some Bondo. But other than that, this hood is in really, really good shape. It's a factory hood. It's the factory hood that came on this car. And we're going to go ahead and restore this hood. We're not buying an aftermarket hood. This hood fits really good on there. And I like to use factory parts. So then we finally come to the vehicle itself. And here it is. You can see that it's stripped down. And I pressure washed the firewall. I pressure washed underneath. We're not going to sandblast the frame. We're not going to sandblast underneath. We're going to go ahead and repaint that. Now I might sandblast the front of this. And the only reason is because I got to replace all these bushings. And you can see how bad this front end is. Look at this. Total trash going on here. And then over here's the worst. I mean, when the tire is off the ground, you can literally take this top control arm and just do this with it and move it all around. So I'm hoping and praying that the control arms are still in good shape and I can put bushings in them. We're going to go ahead and drop it 2 inches all the way around. Put the drop springs on it, 2-inch drop springs. I'm going to replace all the tie rod ends, the idler arm and the pitman arm. And I'm actually thinking about getting a power steering gearbox for it. Why we got the front end off, we'll probably go ahead and rebuild our heater box by putting a new heater core in it and testing our electric fan, making sure that works. And if need be, probably buy a brand new electric fan. I went ahead and pulled the gas tank out to inspect the trunk floor, and we found that the trunk floor does have some rot that needs to be repaired in the center section, and then over here on the right side, if you look right there where the spare tire would be. So we're going to go ahead and buy the panels that we need and replace those. The left side seemed like it was pretty good, so we don't need that. The rear suspension, we're going to replace all the bushings on the control arms. We're going to put the 2-inch drop springs on the back, brand new, and of course brand new shocks. We'll take the rear end out, have our buddy Steve blast that and repaint it. We won't be changing anything on the rear end. Whatever that factory gear ratio is, that's going to stay that way, and drive it down the road. The rear quarter panels are in really good shape. The only problem we have is on the outside of the rear quarter panels, which would be right here in this area on both sides. I've already got these patch panels. I'm not really worried about it. The rocker panels, excellent condition. Getting that chrome off of there, that molding was kind of a bitch. It was kind of like glued on there from rust and dirt, but I got it off safe and secure, and we'll be able to reuse that. And then inside the car is all of our parts that we've taken off the vehicle, and have started storing them away for future usage. And there's our rocker molding that we're going to be reusing. I'll clean that up and reuse it. That's factory original molding. Our fuel pump down here, we'll be replacing that with a brand new fuel pump and other stuff as we go. So yeah, speaking of going, we're gone.